10 years ago.
This means that the UK has voted to leave the European Union.
Brexit was born after a difficult pregnancy involving suspect buses and feuding flotillas. He wanted to stay in, but the people wanted out.
I do not think it would be right for me to try to be the captain that steers our country to its next destination.
The first of 6 resignations over the next 10 years.
I will resign as leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party.
It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party and therefore a new Prime Minister.
I am resigning.
I take responsibility for this loss.
I will resign as leader of the Labour Party.
But is Brexit to blame for British political instability? And so far, was it worth it?
We've had a period of political instability since Brexit, and that was not entirely down to Brexit. And again, some of the phenomena that we observe in the UK, like the rise of the far right.
Since leaving the EU, the UK has secured approximately 40 active free trade agreements which cover more than 70 countries. But is it richer for it?
Brexit has, exactly as economists predicted, had a significant negative impact on the UK economy. So we're, broadly speaking, several percent poorer as a result of Brexit.
And what about taking back control of sovereignty and borders?
Because of labour shortages, because of the after impact of the pandemic and the Ukraine war, we ended up with higher immigration than before Brexit. But it's not what a large proportion of the public felt they were voting for.
Last year, Andy Burnham said he hopes the UK joins the EU in his lifetime. But then while campaigning in the recent by-election, he said he didn't want to reopen the Brexit debate.
There is a pretty broad consensus that Brexit has been a failure, even among people who voted for it. That does not translate into a consensus that we need to rejoin or move radically back closer. But it is still, there is probably still a majority that says in principle we should do that.
And if rejoining was on the cards, what would the terms be? Would the UK have to join the euro, for example? To be fair, the UK only left the EU 7 years ago. Brexiteers say opportunities have been squandered and it still can be a success.
Whoever becomes the Prime Minister will not have been voted for by the British public. I really do think that my call for there to be a general election as soon as is possible, I think you'll find a lot of support for that.
Should he win that election, the man who changed the course of Britain 10 years ago will finally get the chance to take control of his Brexit baby. Paul Hawkins, TRT World.